Craig Woody, Leidig did an interview with the Capital Gazette about 2 p.m. last Thursday afternoon. Leidig, the assistant equipment manager for the Washington Capitals, spoke on the phone from the team's headquarters at the Kettler-Plex in Arlington, Virginia. Washington Capitals equipment manager Craig Leidig brought the Stanley Cup into the temporary office of Capital Gazette Tuesday morning in Annapolis, MD, Paul W. Gillespie, Tribune News Service. Shortly after hanging up the phone, Leidig saw breaking news on television announcing the shooting incident at the newspaper's office in Annapolis. "I turned to my coworkers and told them I just got done doing an interview with a reporter who might be in that building," Leidig told the Capital. "I was absolutely stunned and extremely upset." Leidig immediately called back that reporter to make sure he was okay and was greatly relieved. However, the Annapolis resident was devastated upon learning that 5 other employees of Capital Gazette had been killed in the horrific incident. Article continued. Below, every coach, player, trainer and equipment manager with the Washington Capitals is allowed to spend one day with the Stanley Cup. Leidig took possession of the silver chalice on Tuesday and Capital Gazette was foremost in his thoughts. Read more. "Today, we are speechless." The Capital Gazette's heartbreaking editorial page: victims of Annapolis newsroom shooting identified. Opinion: Rosie DiMano. Demonization of journalists has led to toxic atmosphere. Several members of the Capital Gazette newsroom are longtime fans of the Washington Capitals, who captured the Stanley Cup for the first time in their 44-year history last month. Phil Davis, police reporter for the Capital, is an unabashed and die-hard fan of the New Jersey Devils. Davis, who tweeted about the shooting as the incident happened, turned the Stanley Cup so the inscriptions for the Devils' years of winning were displayed for photo purposes. Article continued. Below, "We want to thank Craig for coming in with the Stanley Cup. It was clearly a big morale boost for everyone, particularly the hockey fans in the newsroom," said Rick Hutzel, editor of Capital Gazette. "The number of selfies that came out of this was huge and will be treasured forever." Leidig's third stop with the Stanley Cup, after first taking a motorboat ride on the Chesapeake Bay then visiting by the Naval Academy, was the makeshift office of the Capital Gazette. Leidig and his entourage brought the Stanley Cup to the temporary office in Annapolis about 8:30 on Tuesday morning. Staff members, including 5 reporters who survived last Thursday's attack, spent about 45 minutes taking photos with the legendary hockey hardware. "My heart goes out to the families of those who are lost and to all the employees of Capital Gazette that have to find a way to move on from this terrible tragedy," Leidig said. After departing the office, Leidig took the Stanley Cup to Maryland Veterans Cemetery, Crownsville. His parents are laid to rest at the cemetery. Stunned customers at the Wawa convenience store in Gambrils took photos with the cup. The cup was then taken to Heroes Pub in Annapolis, where first responders had their photos taken with hockey's top prize. After quick stops at a barber shop and pub, the cup was then shuttled via boat to City Dock, where hundreds of Capitals fans lined the boardwalk along Eagle Alley waiting for a chance to touch the cup. Anne Arundel Medical Center was the next destination and Leidig had a party planned for family and friends to conclude his day.